The question is, can I get from there to there with just fumes? Let me go and let me coast. Can I maintain the speed limit? This thing, I can't tell if I'm going up a hill or down a hill or in the straight. I think I'm going slightly uphill. I think it's just upgraded from a slight uphill to a slightly steeper uphill. Mind you, I'm maintaining 82 k's. It does, it looks like I'm going uphill. Oh, hang on. Don't suddenly put the gas station right in front of me. There's a turn off there. Is that where the gas station is? Oh, now we are going downhill. Son of a gun. I gotta hit the brakes. No, this one does have it. Does it? I've got 2 green dots. Doesn't tell me how much. Oh, there it is, 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 there it is. Speed up, speed up, speed up. Sneak in front of this guy. Cut him off if you have to. Panic over.
Finding a new route. Go straight on.
God, this trailer. What am I gonna hit? Could anything with this trailer. Invisible stuff all over the place. Yeah, no, it's no, yeah, it's annoying. I think this is the only truck that it doesn't, I've come across that doesn't have that feature. And it's one of my most favourite features on a truck. Let me know how long I've got before I run out of fuel. Right, I'm going to quickly go off and make myself a coffee. What's the time? Yeah. And then we'll get back into this. So I'll leave you with a, look at that. Oh, well, maybe I'll move, eh? Alright. I'm moving. I'll move out of the way just for you. Is it giving me any room here? I don't think it has, really. Oh, yeah, alright. Oh, hang on, make sure first. Get past anything you could potentially hit before you say that. There we go. My Christmas tree of a truck, look at it. Lights going off left, right and centre here. Alright, I'll leave you with this view of the snow coming down while I go off and make myself a coffee. So I'll be back shortly. Keep yourselves entertained till then. Let me fix my chair up so I don't go flying back as usual. There we go. Have we had any money come in? 3 grand by the looks of it.
Okay, let's find a new route. Go straight on. Never mind. I'll find a new route.
You said go straight on. That's what I'm doing. Make your mind up, love. My seat's a little too far away. Hang on. I'll get a little bit closer. Interesting. I went to go up 2 gears from 13 to 15 for some reason. If that did have it, which it doesn't, I would have gone from 13 to 17th. And I tried to go into 18th gear now, which we don't have either. 16's the best. I need to rearrange my glass, move that over there, and bring my coffee cup over here at a more convenient, easy to reach location. Come on, car, hurry up, overtake me. Move it. You're on the Autobahn, surely. With your Hyundai.
Right.
Could have sprung that idea on me earlier there, GPS. I wouldn't have changed lanes. Oh no. There'll be gas stations left, right and centre now. I don't need them. What's the bet? You're going to slow down. I can see this. I slowed down a little quicker than I was expecting. That was a lot of luck. Mainly stupidity, but a lot of luck, which normally goes hand in hand, doesn't it? Especially when you're a teenager. I know, mate. Even I don't know. I'm just carrying on. I'm not even gonna. I'm just taking it as a win for the moment. Come on, move backside. Yeah, I have no clue how I didn't hit the rail then. In fact, I don't know how I didn't jackknife with the, how fierce my steering was then. You're going to spring a right-hand turn on me, aren't you? Shouldn't though, eh? I just need to go straight through Germany into Poland.
Keep left.
Jesus. All the snow about.
Keep left.
I'm pretty sure when we left, that wasn't that colour. It's all snow on the back of that. In the shape of a boat. Hello, Eds. Turn it into ice as soon as it hits the water, man. I'll have an ice boat. Clowns coming through. Thank you. Titanic Revenge, yeah, exactly. I was thinking that actually I'll turn into the iceberg. I wouldn't have to worry about me hitting an iceberg. I am the iceberg. Oh, oh, oh. Scared me there, buddy. The way you were facing. Really? Doesn't surprise me. Funny enough, I was watching a video earlier on from YouTube. American watches a video where this American comedian, I can't remember what his name is, been in TV shows as well.
And then exit right.
He's also controversial. He can be really controversial. Can't remember the guy's name, but
Exit right.
that's right, hopefully. Discussing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Watching a video of him discussing the concept of freedom in America and the actual freedom, comparing things like the cost of earnings, taxes, doctors, and all sorts of stuff compared to the rest of the world. And talking about some poor lady had pneumonia, got fired because she couldn't go back to work and took one more day off, and she was allowed to for sick leave or something like that. Lost her job. I mean, here you're allowed 5 days a year sick leave. Doesn't matter when you take them. 5 days in a row, 1 day here and there. But after that, if you don't come in because you're sick, you don't get paid for that day. That's all that happens. Otherwise, the sick days you get paid. And there used to be, like the holidays or vacation, they used to accumulate. So if you didn't take 5 days, say if you only took 2 days off in a year, next year the last 3 got added on. And if you didn't take your 2 or 3 weeks off, say for 5 years you didn't have a holiday, so you had 2 years was your thing, 2 weeks holidays was your thing. After 5 years you'd have 10. And if you finally left work and never took any holidays, then they paid you those holidays out. So you got the money for it. Now, they don't do that, and they also force you to take a holiday. You're telling me, no, surely I can go through here. Yeah, okay. I thought it was one of the stoppy ones, and I thought, oh no, do I need to be on the right as usual? Yeah, so that's the thanks to the employment contract law. Never used to be a contract law. Used to go under the law. But then they brought in contract laws, and now people are missing out on overtime, like double time, time and a half, triple time. Where's the drive-through one? Is it that one there? Oh, he's stopped, so I'm guessing no, the answer to that question. Possibly the one over. Yeah, it's ridiculous, mate. I mean, especially with no more overtime and stuff. I mean, not completely phased out. There's still companies that will give you overtime, double time, triple time. One thing that is the law they can't get around is if you work on a public holiday, you get a day in lieu, so which is good. And they must pay you double time on that day. That's one thing they do. But I mean, if you do over a 40-hour week now, as soon as you hit the 40 hours, you don't get like a double time or a time and a half or anything like that. Generally just the same rate, and I disagree with that. Whoa, look at the speed I'm doing. Who's a naughty boy? The other thing too is you ended up doing so many hours because you're entitled to a break after so many hours of work. So if you're doing a long day, entitled to a break after how many hours from your last break. But after a certain amount of hours in a day, the company had to pay for your meal. They've stopped that. So if you're like working through your dinner time, where you'd be normally at home having dinner, Company used to have to buy you dinner, pay for your dinner at work. Or the business, whatever it is. The good old days. Yeah. Oh, damn it. You're gonna get past me in time so I don't have to hit the brakes. Looks like it. Let me in. Laziness on my part. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, the other thing is too, which a lot of people didn't know about, I did. The sick pay, it's a percent, I can't remember what it is, a percentage of your yearly earnings. Not sick pay, your holiday pay. So you got paid, I think it was 2.5% of your yearly earnings or something like that. We went on holiday. Or if 2.5% wasn't as much as what you'd normally get that week, then you'll get your weekly amount you normally got, whatever was higher out of the two. So if the 2.5% was actually more than you got a week, because you managed to do, because they would go for the year before, and if you did a bit of overtime the year before, then your yearly wage went up. Hello. Told you. Right when $10,000 comes in. Chicken Little, which mod is this? Which mod? Oh, hey mate. Which mod are you referring to, sir? Or maybe not, sir. Maybe lady. I don't know. Is that a bot? That looks like an actual real name. Oh, right, okay, this one's called Frosty. It's a bunch of season mods. I've got a spring, a summer, early autumn / fall, late autumn / fall mod, winter. Then I've got Frosty, which is this one, and the one I used last week, which was heavy winter as well, which is an add-on to this. So we got through ice and perfectly fine with all that dodgy roads, and then, yeah, it crashed because I couldn't see. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong spot for the gear. Just in time for the main event. That's the problem with this mod, eh? Because I couldn't see how close that blooming car was with the snow. Go away, snow, give me a nice clear day. How much damage have I done now? Cargo damage. Oh, no way. There goes a big chunk of the payment. Not that I need it. We're only 100 grand off too from a new truck. Typical.
Go straight on.
Anyway, welcome to the stream there, Chicken Little. Hope your day's been good. Yes, you can get this mod from Grimes Modding. I think it's GRIMMES, just Google's. Search it on Google, it should come up easily. And he's got other ones as well. You can get it for both ETS and ATSC season ones. Add-ons to go with it. And he's got like a rebuild of Paris. He's got, what else has he got? Real company and truck, yeah, real company names for ATS. Annoyed that I got 1% damage. Mind you, I should have been paid more attention to the road than chat. And I would have seen that I was coming up to a toll booth and everyone would have been slowing down for it, right? Partly me to blame, but what I'm going to do is put all the blame on the mod. That'll buff out that dent, come on. 1%. Damage to a very expensive yacht. Where's my coffee? Drink my sorrows away with a cup of coffee. Oh. Seriously, game? Come on, I don't need this. You can do this on ATS. ATS is well ahead. I don't need this on ETS at the moment. I need to catch up to ATS. Oh, by the way, if anyone's new watching and wondering what the competition is, well, you can find out by typing in !truck into chat, and that'll give you the rules and all that. With the competition between ETS2 and ATS, which ATS is well in the lead at the moment. Thank you very much for the follow there, Chicken Little. I need to get rid of that off my screen too. Speeding again, that doesn't help the situation. No wonder I'm getting tickets. Oh, thanks, Causey. Putting in there's the rules. And yeah, slowly getting into it. I will explain some every now and then as well, just so people don't get confused. And if anyone is interested in what mods I'm using for ETS2 or ATS, actually I should do an update one because I've taken some mods off and added some other ones on since the start of this. But for the most part they're generally all there, and if there's a link on my about page to my YouTube channel, or you can type in !YouTube, which is pretty much just for all the old streams uploaded to YouTube. That's all there is. There's no Let's Plays or anything like that. It's just me Twitch streams that have been cut up into 35-minute episodes. But anyway, the very first ETS and ATS streams on there, and I streamed me putting in the mods and load order as well. So if you are interested, that's where to go and check that out, and then you'll see. And I might, because you mentioned it, and it was a great idea and I've forgotten about it, I might start a stream, or well, I should start a stream and go through the mods again. So we've got video evidence for anyone who's ever interested and want to know what the load order is and what the mod is I'm using to go back and reference. I've taken a few off, found some better ones and put them on and whatnot. Yeah, I use sound fixes, which is generally the most common one that's found on Steam Workshop. I generally limit my mods that I use, because with old ETS and ATS you run into problems because of the load order. Everyone's got their idea of what load order it should be, and always have more mods I have on, the more issues I have. So I generally stick with Jazzy Cat mods, which are mods that add real life cars and truck models into the game and give you some extra cargo, like military stuff and railway stuff and some heavy equipment stuff. And map mods, which I got on this at the moment, is just pro mods. Actually is the only one I got at the moment. G'day Mike, thank you for the bits, bud. How you doing today? And a few other bits and pieces. Oh, I've got both pro mods on this one. I've got the main pro mods in the Middle East one. What else is there? I've got a mod that changes the way the AI works on here, as in not how they drive, but how many cars are around. It depends on the time of day and what the area is like, if it's a city, if it's outside the city in a rural area. You either get more cars or less cars. You get more cars at rush hour time, less cars at night, less police around so you don't get speeding tickets all the time like you do with the vanilla game. I've got a mod called Realistic Rain, which is really nice. Actually, that adds thunder sound, real nice thunder sound, so it's technically sort of a sound mod. Makes windy signs, yeah. That's in the ATS, that's the real company's one. So I think what else I got, real petrol stations, so I've got the actual real life gas service station names like BP and Shell and all that for ETS, and then the ones in America like was it Texaco and SO or whatever they are, and more. I've got a lot more mods on ETS than I do on ATS, that's for sure. I've got one that reduces the cost, man. Why would I want one that adds more? All I have to do is take that one off. Just because you want ATS to win the competition, the fact that you're worried about ETS catching up, Mike, and you've seen how it's been going so far. But if I take it off this one, then I have to take it off ATS as well, don't I? Because it can't have an advantage. It's got to be even Stevens as much as possible. Mess up, well, that's not going to make a difference. If you want to see me mess up, you should have got here earlier. Left work earlier. Mind you, I had a lot of people almost a lot of excitement and joy driving through Iceland, Mike, because a lot of close calls driving in the snow. And stuff like that. How I got out of Iceland without crashing, I don't think any of us know how that happened. Gee, the snow's been going for a while, isn't it? Just a reminder to everyone, I said this at the beginning, because next week with Easter I won't be streaming at all. Now normally that'd be the Confi mode stream, because we're just switching back between winter and spring. I won't be doing that next week. I won't be streaming Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Tuesday, not sure about as of yet, Patreon. I'll have to let you know because that's for farming someone. And the Convi mode, I decided instead of moving it the week after, I want to get this competition going so we can get to the end of it, because it's going to be a long haul with ETS. Because I want to have more options and things to do. Also, streaming days as well. Have the option to be able to drop down a couple of streaming days and still have a variety of games. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wasn't paying attention. So, instead of having the Convi mode this time round, we'll do the Convi mode when we go from spring to summer. So when I come back, the next trucking sim ones will be straight into the competition again. So hopefully, Causey, you're okay with that, mate. No, the Convi modes I sort of do it as a thank you to all the supporters that like to join. In fact, anyone can join the Convi modes if you choose to. But I've just had so many things happen, and like I said, this competition is going to take up a long time. I think we're on our, this is the 33rd stream of this, so it's 33 weeks, not including the Convi modes, just with this. This is our second time round with winter in it, so that's 4 weeks with each season. Except when the first time round we did the autumn one, before I changed that, we did with the autumn/fall. We actually did 4 weeks of the early and 4 weeks of the late one. But now we changed it to 2 weeks of each, which I forgot to do this time round. We just stuck on the early one, didn't we? Well, how's my fuel situation? Feels good. What's the time? We've got another 5 hours. Well, less than 5 hours before we need to sleep. Then we can get back into crash cam for you guys, your favourite cam review. The funny thing, I bet you, I guarantee you when we do that the next day, the snowstorm's gone. Yeah, of course you can join. Told you that, mate. You're quite welcome to join. I know you don't have the game, but you're quite welcome to join at any stage you like while you don't have the game. No, kidding. Yeah, even if when you get the game, if you get the game. Which I imagine will be ATS for you.